What's up, everybody? Silas back again today. It's actually pretty late in the afternoon. I recorded some more of my other vlog this morning and early afternoon, and then I took a break and was doing some other stuff, but now I'm back recording again. I got a bunch of cars I got to crush real quick, then I'm going to head out for the day, and then tomorrow I'm going back to the farm cleanup. Alright, I got most of a load crushed. I'm one bundle short, so I got to crush a few more cars next time I'm here, but I probably won't be back tomorrow. It'll probably be Monday, maybe Tuesday before I come back over here, and I'll crush one more bundle and I'll have another truck on Tuesday. But I'm going to continue this vlog in the morning when I go out to the farm cleanup, so I'll see you then. Alright guys, I am on the road, headed out there. It's probably too muddy to do much today, but I'll grab something out of there at least, and then head back, and we'll find something else to do back here in town. hauling the boat home, and it was October, I think 2 or 3 years ago. This cemetery here, this whole area out here was completely underwater. You couldn't see the tombstones anymore. Where I'm at right now is about 2 feet of water. It was pretty crazy. So this boat, the reason why I'm taking a dirt road instead of taking the main road is because this boat is extremely butt heavy. All the weight is at the very back of my trailer. And so I'm limited to about 35 miles an hour. Any faster than that and I start fishtailing all over the place. So I have to take it nice and slow with it. Actually, here's where that farm was that we cleaned up, where I got those big tanks and all that iron that I loaded in those trailers and all that sort of stuff. That all came out of this place right here. I didn't record it, but here a couple months ago, a month ago or so, however long it was, these are all sandhill plums right here, these bushes. So I was out here eating sandhill plums off of those. If you've never had a sandhill plum, they're really good. They taste like a plum, that's why they're called that. But they're super tiny. So you don't get a whole lot of meat off of one of them. About like maybe a cherry, I guess. But they taste like a plum. So imagine a cherry that tastes like a plum, and that's what they are. They're delicious. And we made it back. I'm going to dump it up in here. And with all this other good, fine, fantastic junk. Dump it right here beside this bus. I'm going to try to sell it. We'll see what happens. But we're going to get it unloaded first, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. And there it is. The welds on that jack weren't very good and they popped off. That's okay. This trailer needs a lot of work anyway. Needs some repair work done to it. Kind of a cool boat. This piece is pretty neat right here with the big fin on it. Bonk. There it goes. Now it dropped to the ground. Yeah, these boat trailers are made specifically for whatever size of boat they're going to be hauling, and they're balanced pretty good at the rear axles. And so I had those rear axles all the way back here, way behind my rear axles, and so I was just flopping and wiggling all over the road. It was a pain to get this thing here, but we made it. Anyway, I didn't even notice that. There's something right there. This boat has a lot of cool things about it. Well, there's a fishing reel laying up there too. Glad that didn't. Of course I was going slow, so it wouldn't have came off anyway. But check this boat out. I mean, doesn't that look like a 50s car in there? That's what it looks like to me. Is like a late 50s, early 60s car. It's got that cool dash panel. Got the rear view mirror even. The glove box. All that stuff. It's got the bucket seats back to back. Back here's the engine. It's got a V8 in it. It's probably locked up, but you never know. Here's the transmission back here. This is one of the biggest issues with the boat right here is this. The wood rotted out back here at the back, and somebody probably leaned against this or something fell on it, tree limb or whatever, and busted it through. So I mean, the boat's pretty rough in this area here. It would need a lot of fiberglass work and woodwork back here at the back. But yeah, it's got a lot of neat things about it though. It's just a cool looking boat. If you step back and look at it, it just looks really cool. It looks like it's straight out of the 50s. Not sure what brand of boat it even is actually, now that I look at it. I'm not sure. Don't see a name on it anywhere. If you know what it is, let me know in the comments. We'll hop up inside it, see if there's anything inside it. Alright, we made it up in here. I just love all the chrome in this thing. All the styling to it. It's just really cool. It's just like they left it the last time they used it at the lake. It's got their coolers in it. It's got their tackle box in it. All their life jackets are in it. I mean, last time they used this was, I think they said almost 30 years ago. and it's just like it was then. Docking lights. Big old spider web that I ain't gonna touch. The ship's wheel on it. What's this? Oh, that's the tack. Yeah, this roof comes off, I believe. Yeah, it's got these little latches all the way around the top of it. You undo those latches and then this roof comes off, and then you just have an open top boat if you want. These are kind of cool here. Step and trim. Huh. Those are kind of interesting. I bet those are worth a little bit of money. But yeah, anyway, I bought this boat just because... Let's see what's in the glove box real quick. But yeah, I bought the boat because it was there and I was there. Glove box is locked. I can't get it open. But I didn't really want it. I don't normally buy boats. I don't normally even accept boats unless they're aluminum. But this one was there and it was kind of in the way. I said, what do you want for it? And they told me $50. So I know for $50 I'll try it. I figured worst case scenario, if I'm not able to sell the whole boat, I'm going to try to get like $400 or $500 out of the whole boat. If that doesn't happen, what I'm going to do is just piece it out because it's got so many cool things about it. Like that dash in it. If a guy was to take and saws all that whole dash out, I'm sure there's some sort of art purpose a guy could do with that. I thought the whole boat would make a really cool, like, not really a playhouse, but like a play something or another for kids or whatever. Clean it out, get everything out of it to where it's just hollow in here. I thought that would be pretty cool. But if nobody wants it for that, like I say, I'll saws all the dash out of it. It's got these chrome rails up on top. Those will sell. I'm sure these really cool chrome pieces that are all over it. There's 4 on the sides and that one there that all match. I'm sure those will sell. These little these little rope tie downs. There's 2 on the back, 2 on the front. Those will sell. That funky little light there on the back, that'll sell. Up here on the front, there's those other 2 tie downs. But this siren or horn or whatever this is, this will sell. This light here ought to sell pretty good. That real cool looking fin on it. That's a neat piece right there. And then this spotlight over here, if I don't fall in the hole, this spotlight right here, this will sell. This should have a deal going inside that controls it somewhere in there. I just didn't feel like digging in that spider web. Like this little deal here to put fuel in it, I'm sure that'll sell. I mean, there's a lot of pieces on it, so I can piece it out, get my money out of it, but I'd rather just sell it whole to somebody that wants to appreciate it for what it is. Just because you don't see cool, stylish boats like this anymore. And it's even got like a little overhang on this roof. Almost like a little sun visor. Just a really cool piece. And that's why I bought it. Just went and got myself something to eat. Back out here at the ranch now. Gonna go out back and look at something real quick. Here's the remnants of the truck that's got their noses chopped off. I still got a bunch more back here to chop up yet. Get around to it eventually. All sorts of stuff to go through out here yet. I never get in a hurry to get it all done though, because if you do everything, then you got nothing to do. Can't make no money. I sold the nose off of this truck here. We didn't have time to get it cut. He doesn't need it right now anyway. But when Sean gets back, we'll come out here and cut that off, or if I get rambunctious, I'll cut it off. But like I say, it's not a hurry on that one right now. The guy is supposed to be here any minute. He wants to look at these bucket trucks. He wants to look at possibly fixing one of them. I think really the dark yellow one here, orangish yellow color one, I think that's the better of the two. If he wants either of them, he may not want either of them. I just set them back here because they're too big to haul in right now. I can't fit them in the crusher. And so I just figured I'd set them back here until I have time to cut them up. For those that haven't watched my really early vlogs, or my night in the junkyard vlog, both of those I kind of featured these boats. But I've got, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4 boats out, well 5 now. But I had 4 boats sitting out here. There's this one here, and there's 2 back in the trees over here. And there's one way out back at the back of the property, way back there past those trees. I don't have a clue where they came from. These here behind me are a little bit more recent, but the one that's way out back has been here my entire life. I remember when I was a kid, my dad and I would come out here and crush cars. That boat was here, so who knows where it came from, but it kind of just turned into a graveyard for things people didn't want. This is looking pretty good right here. This is a big old nasty burn pile. You can kind of see a little bit of the remnants of it here. There were just tons of just junk. They burned everything out here, just big old pile. And so I dug a big old pit over here. And it was kind of funny, as I was digging the pit, I dug down about 2 feet, and then I just started hitting all sorts of old junk, car parts and glass bottles and batteries and tires and all sorts of stuff like that, because this was a landfill for a long time, way back, and then it became a salvage yard, and it was a salvage yard for years and years and years. And so you name it got buried out here in the sand. So anyway, I dug that pit, and then I took the bucket on the loader, and I just bulldozed all the burn pit into that pit, covered it back up with fresh sand. And I took all the batteries and tires and that sort of stuff out, and they're up there somewhere. But I'm sure if a guy dug around out here, he'd find all sorts of that sort of stuff. At this point in time, they're pretty well decomposed. Well, the tires aren't. They'll never decompose. But the batteries are, so they're not a hazard, anything like that. If I was to grow vegetables out here, I wouldn't grow a third arm or nothing like that. And I guess this kind of turned into an impromptu tour of my property. I got some stuff out of the back side of it I want to check on. But I've mentioned this before, that I'd like to get me a little attachment for the skid steer, one of those brush hog attachments, so that I can come in here and mow all these stupid thorn trees down. They're just super annoying. There's 2 big ones there. I think these are locust trees. But I'd like to come in here and take all these little ones out and mow them down, keep them mowed down so they don't grow back up again. Then I'd probably come in here with the excavator and rip some of these big ones out. There's probably about, I'd say, maybe 8 acres, maybe even a little bit more than that, worth of land out back here that I could put stuff on, but I just don't really have any desire to do that. I'd like to just keep it like this, where it's just all grass and trees and giant blocks of concrete. I don't have a clue where these came from, why they're here, but they're here and I don't have anywhere to put them. Back up over there by that big cottonwood is another kind of just a pit area. There's not a whole lot of trash, but there's just tons of bricks and concrete and just all sorts of, you name it, dumped back there, where you can tell it was a landfill at one point in time. So that whole area back there is just loaded with that sort of stuff. I'm kind of shocked today, actually. Usually these bushes back here are clear full of quail, and when you walk back here they all take off fluttering through the air, but don't see any today. They might be back in the other patch. There's another big patch of them back there. And this is what I was coming back here to check on. Looks like the fruit is finally ripe on these cactuses. I think there's some more over here somewhere. Oh yeah, looking good. Look at all these. All those red deals there are fruit. And I can't pick one now because I don't have any tongs on me. You cannot pick those with your bare hands because they have little tiny spines of sorts on them. And if you grab them with your hands, you will regret it. Yeah, there's bunches of them back here. There's a big juicy one over here. Big one there, bunch of them there. They still look a tiny bit green. I don't know, I've never picked these before, so I don't know when they're exactly ripe. If you know when these are ripe, if they're supposed to be kind of a darker red, let me know, but I think they're ripe already. What you do is you pick them off with tongs or something like that, and then you roast them over a fire. That burns all the spines off of them, and that way they don't hurt you, and then you can cut them open and eat them. I don't know what they taste like. I've never had them before, but I'm going to find out here in a few days. Yeah, see, I don't think those over there are quite ripe, because if you look at these right here, that's a real vivid dark red on that one. So I think that one's more ripe than those others. So you might be wondering, Silas, what in the world are you doing out there in the woods, hiking around? And I actually kind of got on a tangent. I'm waiting on that guy to get here on this truck still, and I decided I was going to go mushroom hunting. Now it's the wrong time of year for morels. They only grow in the spring, early spring. but I'm hunting for what's called chicken of the woods, or hen of the woods. Those are two mushrooms that grow in the fall, and oysters do a little bit too as well, so that's what I'm looking for. I haven't had any luck yet. I did find this guy, and I found those other little mushrooms I filmed a little bit ago. I don't know what they are, so I'm not going to pick them or eat them. I only pick mushrooms if I know 100% what they are. Because if you don't know what it is, you probably shouldn't eat it. But chicken of the woods and hen of the woods are very easy to identify, and so I'll know them when I see them. I've never seen them around here. I don't know if they grow in this part of Kansas or not. I know they grow out to the east a little bit. I know oysters grow around here because I've found those before. But I thought maybe I could find some chicken back here because these old walnut trees back here, some of these are dead. And so I thought maybe I'd find some because I know it grows on those. But usually it grows on oaks, and we don't have any oaks in this part of Kansas. Or we do have a few, but not very many at all. This vlog has kind of turned into a totally random, don't know what's going to happen next sort of vlog. It's become a let's go with Silas and see what he's doing next type of vlog. But that's the way it goes sometimes. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm not doing anything specific in this one, just kind of a little bit of everything. You guys are just riding along with me today. When I'm looking for oysters, I'm looking for half dead trees or dead trees, that sort of stuff. That a lot of times I have my best luck on trees like this here that are still upright, but they're dead. And sometimes oysters will grow on those, but I'm not seeing any. We've had plenty of rain. There's plenty of moisture out. I would think there would be some, but they grow where they grow and they don't grow where they don't grow. The oysters are one of those mushrooms that you can order a kit online and you can grow them on your kitchen counter if you want to. But that's no fun. It's much more fun to find them out in the wild. Now I'm back up in here again. These are all cars that were here when we got the place. Actually, my dad bought the cars first. That's why they all have numbers on them, and then I bought the property a little after that. And I crushed some of them out, but these back here in this little corner I never got around to crushing. They're all ready to crush. There's no converters, nothing like that on them. There's a few aluminum wheels left, but that's it. Just junk. Came back over here to the yard. I got one more bundle I need to crush for a truck I'm going to load on Tuesday, because I think I'm going to go back out to that farm on Monday. It's not supposed to rain over the weekend, so hopefully it'll dry out a little bit. I can get back out there and hopefully get that done Monday. But I'd like to go ahead and have that load ready for Tuesday, so I'm going to go ahead and crush that last bundle. I probably won't get it completely crushed. I got one car crushed just now, and I got to crush one on top of it, and then I'll get one more ready for Monday. It won't take me long. I'll have it ready by 8:30 in the morning. And that's that. When I come back on Tuesday, I'll finish crushing this bundle, set it out there, get everything wrapped, get that truck loaded. And if I'm not able to get the farm done on Monday, after I load the truck on Tuesday, I'll go back out there and finish it. And I am done for the day. I know this one was kind of a mixed bag of goods that you guys got from me today. If you liked it, let me know in the comments. I know I usually try to keep my topics fairly condensed, at least anyway. I try to do one thing, but every now and then just stuff happens, and I've got the camera with me, and as life goes on, I keep on recording. But I hope you did like it, and if you did, hit that thumbs up button, leave me a like on there, and remember to get out there and find an adventure. And we'll see you next time.